Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside the Mind. I'm Sam, and with me is Sid. Today's topic is super interesting. We're diving into a relationship dynamic Sid calls anxious-avoidant paired with dependent to secure.
Exactly, Sam. And just a reminder, we're exploring this from observations, research, and shared experiences. Not a diagnosis, but a lens to understand behavior, emotions, and connection in relationships.
So Sid, let's start with the basics. What is anxious-avoidant attachment?
Sure, anxious avoidant, sometimes called fearful avoidant, is a blend of wanting closeness, but fearing it at the same time. People with this style often desire intimacy, yet when things get too close, they pull away emotionally or physically. It's a push-pull dynamic. For example, you might love someone and feel deeply, but when they try to get more intimate, your inner alarm goes off and you might withdraw. You're craving connection and scared of it simultaneously.
Ah, so it's not coldness, it's a fear-based response?
Exactly. It's protective. It stems from early attachment experiences, inconsistent caregivers, mixed messages in childhood, or past relationship trauma.
Okay, now let's talk about the partner side. What does core dependent mean? And how does someone move to secure?
Core dependent means someone relies heavily on a partner for emotional support, validation, and decision-making. Initially, they might struggle with autonomy or self-confidence. Over time, through self-awareness, therapy, and life experiences, they can develop a secure attachment balancing independence with connection. For example, a person might have relied on their partner to feel good about themselves or to make small decisions. After growth, they can now handle their emotions independently while still enjoying intimacy.
So in this scenario, the dependent partner grows, while the anxious-avoidant partner might still have those push-pull tendencies?
Yes, and that's where the interesting dynamics emerge. Let's break it down. Imagine two people. Person A, who is anxious, avoidant with some secure tendencies, values closeness, but fears vulnerability at times. They might pull away under stress, but can self-soothe and stay grounded. Person B, who was initially dependent but is now more secure, used to rely on their partner heavily but now has independence and self-regulation skills. Early on, Person B may have mirrored A's needs, creating mutual reassurance but also anxiety loops. Over time, B's growth reduces codependency, stabilizing the relationship. However, A still needs awareness to avoid withdrawing when B expresses needs or closeness. For example, partner B shares a fear or anxiety. The anxious-avoidant partner might feel overwhelmed and pull back. A healthy response is to recognize your fear, self-soothe, and respond calmly, letting B feel heard without overreacting. Even with growth, some patterns can resurface. For instance, when either partner is stressed, old habits like dependency or withdrawal can return. A withdrawal from the anxious-avoidant partner can feel like rejection to B, triggering old dependency fears. Communication gaps can also arise from differences in emotional expression.
So awareness and intentional communication are key.
Exactly. Awareness is the bridge between old patterns and healthy interaction. Here's how both partners can thrive. First, self-awareness recognizes triggers. For anxious, avoidant partners, know when you're pulling away due to fear. For dependent partners, notice when you're leaning too heavily on reassurance. Second, open communication. Clearly state needs. For example, I feel stressed when we argue for long periods. Can we pause and reconnect later? Mutual growth is also important. The dependent to secure partner models healthy autonomy. The anxious-avoidant partner models emotional stability. Both learn from each other. Healthy boundaries matter as well. Respect space and connection. Pulling away occasionally is okay if communicated. Checking in for reassurance is fine, if not excessive. Finally, shared activities and trust building help. Practice small steps of vulnerability and closeness, gradually building comfort. Example 1, texting. A sends a delayed reply. B notices anxiety rising. Instead of panicking, B practices self-soothing or healthy distraction. Example 2, conflict. A feels cornered and wants space. B respects that, allowing a calm return. When A comes back, B can engage in empathetic dialogue. Example 3, emotional sharing. Both take turns expressing feelings without judgment. It reduces mirroring of anxiety or dependency loops. Growth-oriented couples in this dynamic can learn from each other. One brings stability, the other adaptability and self-awareness. The relationship allows for deep connection without codependency.
So, if both stay conscious of their patterns, this can be one of the healthiest and most self-aware couples?
Exactly. It's not without work, but it's a relationship full of potential for intimacy, growth, and mutual respect.
Thanks for joining us. Next time, we'll explore practical exercises for anxious-avoidant plus secure partners, daily habits to strengthen connection without triggering old patterns.
Remember, understanding is the first step. Awareness, communication, and reflection turn complex dynamics into growth opportunities.